Hey, I'm finally back from that trip to Spain I wouldn't shut up about. We stayed in Madrid and it was pretty good. I actually know some Spanish, and this was actually my first time in a Spanish-speaking country. ¿Dónde está el baño? Sube al pasillo y luego baja las escaleras, gira a la derecha, sal por puerta, toma el próximo autobús al aeropuerto de Brasil y ve la playa y nada no lo más lejos posible en mar, luego con pescado y también los churros no son mexicanos, son español. Day -8. So about a week before the trip, the teacher organizing it was a school trip by the way, had a little meeting with the people who were going. He gave us a little run-through of what we would be doing there and took our passports, but I only went because there was pizza. Day 0. So it was an overnight flight to get there, and unfortunately I was placed in a seat between the strangers who weren't on the trip, but not much actually happened on that day, so I'll move on. Day 1. So like 5 minutes after I got off the plane, I just spontaneously collapsed on the floor. Apparently I was dehydrated or something. Anyway, we got a bus to the hotel and we were all really tired and jet-lagged, so we just sat around in our hotel rooms for most of the morning. We then went to this park and had lunch. It was really bright and I forgot to bring sunglasses, so I had to squint to be able to see anything without any agonizing pain in my eyes. We then went back to the hotel for a while longer and then we went to a restaurant. Afterwards we went to La Puerta del Sol, which is this big square in the city center, and it was really crowded. We then did some more walking and went back to the hotel. And that was pretty much all we did that day. We didn't do very much because we were all tired after the flight and we needed to adjust to the climate and time zone. Day 2. So we woke up early and had breakfast, and then we went on a little bus tour. For any Americans watching this, I would like to tell you that in Europe they don't have any other school buses, and instead they use coaches with air conditioning, footrests, and literal gaming chairs. We were then allowed to wander around a bit and go for lunch, and for some reason we decided to go to McDonald's. When I was there, I accidentally ordered my food as eat-in instead of takeout, so I had to ask for it to be put in a bag, but none of the workers spoke English, so someone had to translate for me. We then ate our McDonald's in a Starbucks for some reason. Also, someone bought a Real Madrid jersey for €50, which is like $55, only to realize after removing the label that it was fake and he just got scammed. We then did this cooking lesson thing, and it was honestly not the highlight of the trip, but anyway, then we went to that park again, and then we went back to the hotel. Also, I forgot to mention, but earlier that day we went to the Royal Palace, which had a lot of walking and it had an unnecessary amount of rooms. Day 3. So on day 3 we went to this theme park for the whole day. I was pressured into going most of the rides, by the way, and while I was there I noticed something. There was a Dora the Explorer themed ride, and that made me wonder what the point of that show would be in a Spanish-speaking country like Spain. Not much else happened that day. Day 4. So on the 4th day we went to this old metro station that isn't in use anymore. There wasn't really much there, and nothing exciting really happened. Next we went to the Real Madrid stadium. I've never really been into any sports, but I think some people liked it more than I did. We then went back to La Puerta del Sol, and once again we were allowed to wander around, and once again I ended up eating at McDonald's. I also bought a new mouse. Nothing else worth mentioning happened that day. Day 5. So this was our last full day in Madrid, and we did a lot, so I'm gonna be quick. Art museum. Wandering around. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Buying Pokemon cards only to realize that they were fake. This department store called El Corte Inglés that there are an abnormal amount of in Madrid. Flamenco dance lesson. I was very bad with getting my footing right. Flamenco performance. It was late, so I was too tired to appreciate it, unfortunately. Attempting to get to the metro station, but getting blocked off by a parade. Getting stuck in the crowd of people who were watching said parade. Day 6. So we didn't actually go anywhere on this day, we just got up early and left for the airport. When I was at the airport, I went to buy water and there was a line. A long line. I was getting stressed because the others were boarding, but thankfully I made it. Unlike the flight there, I actually sat next to someone I knew, which was good. I also had an aisle seat, which was even better. When we arrived in America and I saw the queue at passport control, well, let's just say it looked more like an unorganized crowd of people. For reasons I'm not going to say in this video due to it being personal information, me and one other person were able to use a different desk where there was only one other group of people in front of us, so we had to wait for the others. So in the end I thought it was fun. It actually went better than I expected, to be honest. Also, I was surprised to discover that they have Cheetos in Spain. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm sorry this video took a while to come out. I didn't bring my iPad or microphone to Madrid, so all I could do in Spain was write the script. Also, it turns out that mouse I bought isn't actually compatible with my computer, so I wasted €15 on nothing.